I hate the word cock.
I wish you'd recorded that. Come on.
It is recording. Jesus, leave that in. But I didn't finish.
Why?
I didn't finish my thought process.
Was that based on porn or like
And it's just such a nasty word. Like, it doesn't
cock.
Like, it just doesn't like it's not like pretty.
What's
it's
your
not
preferred word for that? Dick?
I don't think there's a
You want some dick?
What you want some dick? I don't think there's a pretty word
Penis.
for I don't think there's a pretty word for dick. Oh my god.
Ding-a-ling. Schlong.
You see, but none of those words. There's it. Okay, I think this
Dick.
is where
I like
this
dick.
is. This is
Who gives Silvia sugar?
And this segment is brought to you by Jovi. The word cock is just—it's not an attractive word. I think that's where my thought process was going.
It doesn't feel good to say.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel good
cock.
to hear. Like cock. I'm gonna suck cock. Like it's
Yeah, no, I would never
When you
say
say
that.
it like that,
it's so aggressive.
you say it.
Cock?
You see it?
Cock.
Cock. Yeah,
Like,
that's weird.
I would probably laugf. Like it's not. It's
Yeah,
not
I
a
don't think I
sexy
would
word.
ever
Paulina,
say
can't you give me your cock?
I would probably be so intimidated.
Wait, you're that gift that you sent me, the
Goopy one? No, it's just not an attractive. Like I don't think there's an attractive word for penis.
dick.
Dick.
I guess, yeah, but
Dick.
like vagina just has so many pretty words. Like pussy doesn't
Cunt.
sound. Like,
Okay, so that's actually a word I don't like. Is
I
cunt.
love that word.
I actually don't.
Like I don't care
When I
to
use it,
it.
it's with purpose. Like it's to pack a punch. There's a reason.
I could
yeah,
see
like
that.
like
Yeah.
a
You know, like
yeah,
that
like you're
woman
a
is
cunt.
a cunt. Yes.
Yeah.
Like it's very direct.
Yeah.
But isn't that weird? Like cunt. Like I don't associate the word cunt with.
With vagina?
Yeah,
What do you think it is?
I have no idea.
Oh.
Like, it doesn't even like process through my head. Like I don't associate the word, but cunt with vagina.
Pussy, vagina, punani.
Punani.
Cunt.
Wow.
I've had too much
Is-
candy.
Cut her off.
Anyways,
Okay.
now back to the show. What's up, guys? My name is Mario.
My name is Silvia.
My name is Pau.
Welcome
back to another Vive con Huevos podcast. Oh shit!
Sorry.
Been a while, guys.
We've had way too much sugar today.
Jovi, we're out of
We are Jovi.
worms and manguitos.
We need these manguitos. I'm on my last little bag. I feel like a crackhead.
Yeah.
Yeah. See that face? Straight
Yeah.
up crackhead.
Anyways, guys, welcome back. I feel like we haven't done this in fucking forever.
Yeah, it does feel that way because we've been vlogging our life away.
We've been vlogging.
We've been living.
Life has been lifing.
Living.
But thank you so much. I'm sorry, I'm like munching away, and I know people don't like this shit.
Yeah, it's actually.
So let me swallow this pause. Quack.
Oh my god.
We hit our 100th episode. Thank you so much for everybody that making sure that's recording. Thank you for everybody that tuned in, that has
Yes.
showed love. Like I
Thank
said
you.
in the beginning of that episode, to all our day ones, everyone who's been following us, everyone who watches the YouTubes, who sends these podcasts out to their family members, to their friends, that really enjoy us and want to spend time with us every Wednesday or Thursday or whenever we decide to upload.
Yeah.
We really-
Sorry about the inconsistency. We're getting better.
We really
We're getting better.
appreciate it.
Post wedding.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
in there like
yeah.
swimwear.
What, 32 more days? Well, it'll be
Well,
less by the time you listen to this, but
Yeah. I think
I don't know.
by the
20s,
time you listen to this,
2
we'll be
more
like
days.
2 weeks-ish
Really?
away from the wedding week.
14 more days
Yeah.
Whoa.
until Vive con Huevos consistency. Yeah, we're 30.
Yeah.
We're exactly
Shit.
32 days away today.
But
That's
shout out to
crazy.
everyone going to the wedding. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Hernan and Monica, they might vlog it. I don't know. So you guys will,
I know.
you guys might see a lot of content. I don't know. Andy and Marley might.
Mario and I are
So-
actually having a little bit of anxiety over
Yeah.
that because like we're the content friends, you
Yeah.
know, like we're the ones taking videos and we're the ones taking pictures. And we were talking about it the other day because Mario was like, "What are you gonna do with your phone?" And I was like, "I'm not taking my phone.
Yeah,
like there's
of
no
course.
need for me to have my phone that day."
You know what we should do? I should do an Instagram takeover on Vive con Huevos.
Oh, that would actually be fun. I like that. I
Yeah.
like that idea. Okay. All right. So you'll see.
I'm not
see
as good
Instagram
as you, so
takeover.
don't get mad.
No,
but
no, no.
I just think it'd
No.
be cute.
Yeah, that's super cute. Like Silvia's point of view of
Mm-hmm.
or yeah, I like that. Let's do it.
I do like it.
All right.
Oh, it's
You
funny because
guys heard it here first.
when you guys went on the bachelorette trip, I was like, damn, who's going to make my girl's recap video?
For real.
I was
I
so
know.
I told
worried.
them that you said that.
Yeah.
You're like, what if I just go to making your video? And I was like, honestly, I'd be down.
Yeah. But
you were missed.
It feels nice, but also, I don't like having. I keep doing this. I'm sorry, guys. They're
Yeah,
just
you
so
gotta stop
addicting.
eating. I'm taking the
They're just
candies
so
away.
addicting. Like, I don't like not having the control over our content. So
Yeah.
not having the control over our wedding content gives me so much anxiety, but also at the same time, it just feels so great to like not have to worry about content.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to worry about like my shot list or making sure I got this angle or get this shot or worrying about the post, right? Or worrying about how I want the video to look or the vlog to look. But at the same time, it just gives me so much anxiety giving that to somebody else. Granted, the people who are going to do it for us, they're professionals. This is what they
Yeah.
fucking do for a
That's
living.
what we hired them. That's
Yeah.
what we're paying them the big bucks for.
Pero me da tanta ansiedad, you know? And it's like, I've done content for all of our friends and stuff, basically. And it's just like,
Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
just, me da
That's
cosita.
real.
Mario was actually low-key having a crash out today for the DJ.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, do you think we need to give him like a playlist for every part of the night? And I was like, dude, like the DJ was probably one of the most expensive parts of our wedding. Like we need to trust the man because there's a
Yeah.
reason he was so expensive.
But I keep getting
Just
sent.
no YMCA.
Yeah, the number one on the do not play list.
But I keep getting sent that meme that mi esposa y yo en la boda porque no confío en nadie para la música, and it's just like
Us at the DJ
us at
booth.
the DJ booth.
It's gonna be you guys at the DJ booth and me with the CO2 gun.
But yeah, it's so
Honestly,
crazy.
could
Like
be lit.
it just gives me so much anxiety.
Yeah.
Like I'm really
That's
happy
fair.
because like for once, like I don't have to worry about anything. Like we're gonna go see Carlo this weekend, and I'm
know,
like,
I'm
I already
excited.
have so many video ideas. But like I've had these video ideas for like the past like desde que agendamos ese viaje, and I'm just like now thinking about the wedding. I'm like, God damn! Like I really want to be in the photographer's face. Like, hey, can you get this? Can you make this real?
I mean, you could give him a shot list of things you want.
Yeah.
They're also content
I'm
creators.
just so bad at that. Like I'm so bad at explaining the vision to somebody because like I've been doing
Let's
it for
sit down. Let's do it. I
Okay.
used to work in creative directing.
Yeah,
I'm the
okay.
opposite of you.
Okay, yeah,
I can explain it and I can tell you what I want and how I want it and where you need to be, but I can't execute it.
Yeah, and I can't direct at all. And that's kind of the reason. So just recently, someone hit me up on Mario C's, and they hit me up for to shoot a wedding and to do like BTS and like kind of shadow them. And so many people have been telling me to get into wedding content because obviously that's where the big money's at.
Yeah.
But I'm just so bad at directing, and that's kind of the reason why I haven't gotten into
Let's do it together.
like model photography. Like I love lifestyle, I love the candids, but I just can't tell people how to pose. Like first of all, I don't have the brain capacity to remember all these poses. Second of all, I like poses look different on a different.
Yeah, I was
wide
gonna
variety
say I
of
feel like
people.
that really just varies depending on the person that
Yeah.
you're
Or depending on the
shooting.
style.
Yeah. So like to me, that type of photography, like those type of stills, like it just doesn't make sense for my personality. So it's just really hard to get into that. Like I hate directing.
Yeah.
So
Well,
anyway, speaking
Maybe.
about weddings, should we get into that?
we're gonna get into that at the
Yeah.
beginning. You want me to crash out now?
Yeah.
I'm just
Val
kidding.
crashes out.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Do it. Suéltate, amiga.
This was Mario's idea, okay?
It's because it was pissing me
Estamos
off.
enjaulando.
Yeah, it
Let's
was
go.
pissing me off so much.
We want to talk about why it's so motherfucking hard for people to RSVP to a wedding. And I really want to talk about this because there's people that I know that either have already gotten married or are also planning or whatever. And like the most complicated. Like, I vow from this day forward to just RSVP right away, whether it's yes or no, and that's what it is, you know, because it's just like it's a lot that goes into it, so I just can't wrap my head around why someone just can't say yes or no. And even like we're a month away. Like, what do you mean you don't know if you're going now?
Yeah,
you know, you're talking about flights. Like, we're not getting married in
Stays,
TJ, you know, or like here in San Diego. Like, we're talking about
drive
flights. We're talking about hotels. We're talking about like accommodations if you have dogs or kids, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like you're telling me you still don't know. My uncle the other day, finally, every single day he would tell my grandma like, "Sí voy a ir, sí voy a ir, sí voy a ir," and then finally he was like, "No, pues no voy a ir." I was like, you know,
Sí
I
o
had
no.
sí o no, literally that Elmo meme.
Solo te voy a hacer una pregunta. ¿Sí o no? ¿Sí o no? Contéstala. ¿Sí o no? ¿Sí o no?
Like, I had already counted him in for yes, because I was like, all right, he's old, he doesn't get it, like doesn't understand to like go into the website and RSVP. Like, I'll do it for him. And then he called. He's like, pues es que no puedo dejar al perro. And my grandma deadass was like, you knew that, because I guess the people at the dog show, or the doggy daycare told them that if he left that him or her, I don't know, he could like pass away because he's really old. And so they were like, we just can't take responsibility because like we can't keep him in a cage all day. But I guess he also like can't be around other dogs. I don't know. There's like it's all complex. But my grandma deadass was like, eso tú ya lo sabías. Because she was over it too. She was like, yo nomás tú si vas a ir, sí o no.
Yeah. And granted, let's cover all the bases. I understand that sometimes people are in a tight pinch financially and things like that.
Yeah.
We told people, I was trying to, because we were going to roast DJ Greg. Oh. But I was looking back to when we sent out the original Save the
October.
Dates. It was October 2024. We're getting married September 2025. That's
You had almost a year.
Ample time to look at things. Like, people have gotten all different types of price range, hotels, flights, you name it. We get it. We understand. It's a destination wedding. It's gonna be expensive. It's a trip. I am not taking that for granted from anybody. A lo contrario, like, I much love and respect to everybody who's making the trip out there for us.
100%. And even love and respect for the people that aren't, you know, like, it's understandable.
Yeah.
Like, we
For
knew
sure.
that having a destination
big
wedding
ask.
was going to mean that the list was going to be a little smaller, and there was going to be some people that maybe we really wanted there that weren't going to be able to go. Like, we completely understood that from the beginning. And because of that, I thought it was just going to be a little easier to get people's RSVPs because it is a destination. So like you pretty much, we've been invited to destination weddings, and we knew right away, like, yes, we can manage. No, we
Like,
can't.
hell yeah, I'm going to Jamaica, or fuck no, I can't do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
And granted, things can happen throughout the year. Your car breaks down. Things happen. Life.
But that's the handful of people that did the RSVP and have to change it.
Exactly.
Not
Like,
just like not letting you know.
Yeah, like, I had a friend that he said originally he had said and then his car broke down, and immediately he texted me. He's like, hey, this is gonna like run my bill. I mean, my finances, and like, I can't make it to the wedding.
Yeah.
Totally understandable. That way, cero pedo. Gracias por decirme.
Sí.
But there's people who, like, a month out, I still don't know if I'm going. What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah.
Or like people who we were hunting down for like weeks on weeks. Like,
It's the people that don't answer for me.
yeah. DJ
No
Greg.
mames.
No, and it wasn't just DJ Greg. Like, there's been a few that like we'll message and like radio
Crickets.
silence for days at a time. And then, but like, of course, you see them on Instagram.
Yeah.
And like, you know, and it's just, it is a tad bit frustrating because you are like just not answering to people that are, you know, I'm reaching out to you, and like, I don't want to position this as in like this spoiled, like, entitled girl that's getting married, like, not at all. But like, I don't need to fucking reach out to you to ask you if you're going to the wedding.
Right.
And if you show up to Oaxaca and you didn't RSVP, tough luck.
Yeah.
Like,
There's no
you
plate
didn't
for you.
RSVP. There's no plate. There's no chair. There, you don't fit. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You know, like, there's a process for a reason. But I'm not that kind of person. And in reality, like,
Well, this isn't a backyard barbecue. It's a fucking wedding.
Yes,
and
thank you.
Okay, that's a whole other that's a whole other topic that we'll get into.
Hey,
But that was the thing to me, where it's like, I'm not like that, and I do care about my people, and I want to know, and like I want to give you that opportunity to like let me know yes or no, and like we all forget like things come up really fast, you know, and understandable, and like I will take the time out of my day to sit down and remessage everybody that I need to like follow up with, because realistically that's just who I am, you know. And even when we followed up at like our deadline, there was people where I was like, let me know if like you still don't know, like we still have a little bit of wiggle room, like if you're still working on it. Like there was a friend that she didn't know because of her work schedule, and like that one's a really complicated one because when she like signed on, there's like a contract with her like days off, you know. So she was trying to like get someone to be able to cover her, and I mean, understandably that's hard. Some people don't know until last minute, so we were, you know, very flexible with her. Like there's a lot of situations where like if you just communicate like why you haven't responded yes or no, then we can work together and like wait. Like realistically, I can tell the catering the day before I need to add 2 people, and they can add 2 people, you know. But there's a reason, there's a process, and there's a reason you do everything ahead of time, because you have to pay ahead of time and you have to pay per person. So it's not like, you know. So yeah, it's just been crazy. But the cookout thing is a whole other thing.
Yeah, that kind of stressed me out. I'll talk about that one right now a little bit. But I think my biggest frustration was like, this is a destination wedding, and like in the beginning when we first started planning this, like Bao and I sat down and we're like, okay, who do we really want there? Like who do we really like? This is during the time where like her and I were just kind of getting more into like energies and like doing a lot of like self-healing and stuff like that. So we were really just all about like, this is the day that we want to spend around people who have really good energy and just are really positive, and we know mean a lot to us, right? Or have meant a lot to us, whether if it's through the podcast
and that have good intentions
like
for you. Yeah.
So we actually sat down and we made a list. And like there's people on the list that like didn't make it.
She's like, I haven't seen my DM.
There's people on the list that like didn't make it because we prioritized other people. And like there's one specific friend of mine that was like, why the fuck haven't you answered? Like, just give me sí o no, sí o no, chingada madre.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, like this is a destination wedding. Like I purposely put thought and effort into like wanting to invite you and into one of the biggest days of our fucking lives.
Yeah.
And you have the audacity of not even answering or not even saying no or a fuck off or something, you know, like it's just so frustrating. Like,
and I think, sorry, something to add to that too is that like,
we need to take a break. I want to know who it is.
It all goes back to that communication, because if you knew a month ago, 2 weeks ago, like right now we're still a month out, right? So a month and a half is still pretty good amount of time for me to tell someone on the maybe list, like, hey, like, you know, we finalized our list. Like, I'm sorry that, I don't know. I always feel bad about the maybe list, because to me, it's like you were secondary, but it's just, we obviously had a set number that we could accommodate for, you know?
As somebody that's been brought off of a maybe list, don't overthink it.
Yeah,
it's
I know,
not a big
but
deal.
It's just like,
it's really not.
Most people understand, right?
Yeah.
But it's I would understand, but it's still something that like messes with my head a little. So it's like, you know, if you know that you're not going to be able to go 2 months out, say something, because then somebody could have made it off the list and somebody could have taken that place. Yeah. But now we're a month out, and realistically speaking, there's very few people that would still be able to like make that trip.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like I texted one of my dad's good friends, and it was like a month out. And I was like, hey, you know what? I'm sorry. Like I dropped the ball. Like I should have told you earlier, but I explained the whole situation. He understood. Yeah. And he's someone that knew about the wedding literally when we sent out to save the dates. Like he no se agüitó. And he was just he's like, okay, mijo, like don't worry about it. I'll let you know. Let me talk to my wife. And then granted, I told him, it's okay if you don't go. Like I understand its budget's tight. It's a month away. And even if you don't tell me yes or no, it's like, that's kind of on me now, because it is a month away. Like I understand, even if you forget about it, things happen and things, or whatever the case may be. But it's just so fucking annoying, you know? And I know we're not crazy, because every person that has gotten married that I've talked to, the RSVP has been the most stressful part.
Yeah.
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 So guys, RSVP to your fucking friends'
weddings.
It's been
crazy. Well, and then you have then you have the other side of it, right? And this was like the moment for me where there was a lot of fucking clarity, and like, if you want to be somewhere, you're gonna be somewhere, is when we invited when we extended the invite to like Michelle and Pat, and
they immediately responded.
And it was like, within 2 hours, 2 of them had RSVP'd, bought their flights, and booked the hotel.
I'm like pretty sure Michelle like saw the message, bought everything, and then answered us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was
Like,
actually,
she did.
Yeah.
Her and Tabor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that was the moment to me where it was like, el que quiere estar va a estar. And that was the biggest thing for me when we started planning this wedding, is that it's a destination wedding. I get that, budget, whatever. Pero el que quiere estar va a estar. And we told people with ample time, for sure. I mean, 11 and a half months, like, is almost unheard of a save the date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's typically 9 months.
And we did it on purpose.
Even
because
6.
we
I've seen people
know-
give 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we did it on purpose, knowing that it is a destination wedding, and maybe you do need the time to save. Like, not everybody's in the same financial situation, you know?
Yeah.
I think it just boils down to like you're giving people a courtesy that they're not giving back.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
And it's shitty.
Yeah, it is. And it's like, I guess sometimes it's a little frustrating because I have gotten comments like, well, have you ever thought of like other people's budgets, or have you ever thought of like this?
Yes,
and
bitch.
it's like, actually,
I gave them a year.
have. Like, I've thought about a lot of things, you know, and like I've put a lot into perspective, and I understand that, you know, it's harder for some than others. But at the end of the day, like,
There's also
this is
120
also-
people that made the budget to go out to our
Yeah.
wedding, you know? Like, yeah, we did think about other people.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm broke as fuck. I don't got money for my own damn wedding, and
You're
I'm
like,
going,
this
you
isn't
know?
the Amalfi.
You know?
This isn't the Amalfi Coast. It's
Yeah.
Mexico. Like we.
Max out your credit card and then declare bankruptcy. I don't know. Follow me for more financial advice. But yeah, no, we did, which is why we said, which is why we gave people an ample amount of time to save and things like that. Like, we have friends that have newborn babies and that aren't in our immediate friend group, and they're like, hey, wait, la neta, like, I don't feel comfortable either leaving my baby with somebody, or, you know, or like they don't have a babysitter, whatever the case may be, and things like that. But they still had the whole year to figure it out. Granted, some of those people are some people that we had to chase down, but at the same time, it's kind of like, you have a newborn kid, and that's your priority, not this
For
fucking
sure.
wedding.
Yeah, exactly. And I think with the babies, it's a little harder because it's very unpredictable.
Yeah.
Like, things could be really good one month, and then the next month there's just changes, you know? So like, there's nobody that we invited that has a baby that I could genuinely be like upset at, because I also understand that that's just different, and like, it comes in different waves and things just happen differently. But they've all had communication with us, you know, and like, they've all just kind of told us along the way. And then once we followed up, there was a few that were like, actually, like, we've been meaning to tell you guys, but we were really trying to figure it out before like saying anything. And so it's just, I think the frustrating part are the people that, you know, like, either don't have any other responsibilities, and it's really just like them,
And they're just fucking ignoring you.
Yeah.
Or like the family members that it's like, why do I have to, like, why are you making my life so much harder? Like, when you're supposed to be one of the main supporting ones, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's been an interesting one too.
Yeah, the family members one has been interesting for me. It's like, I did have an uncle that was like, yo, this isn't a backyard wedding, my dude. Like, I need to know. And like, I don't want to put his like shit on blast out here, because like, sometimes they like listen to the podcast. But but like a situation happened, and I was like, no, you can't. No, I barely gave you a +1, bro. Like, and granted, like, I just don't have that like connection with like my immediate, I mean, not my immediate family, but like my uncles and things like that, where I like, I can be a little bit more empathetic to like their situation. Like, to me, it's like, no way, like, no, fuck off, you know? So it was just, it was a lot. And it really goes to show, like, it really does show people's like true colors.
Yeah.
And like their true feelings, and like a lot throughout this year of, or more, of wedding planning has really brought a lot, like, a different perspective into my life of like who I want and who I want to spend energy with and things like that. Because it's like, it's also a lot of the people who I thought were going to be like the first ones to be like, hell yeah, I'm there. And I've
the
done,
ones you're chasing down.
Yeah, are the ones that I'm chasing down, and the ones and the ones that I've like have put a lot of things on the line for, or like before in the past, I've like dropped a lot of things in order to be there for them. And it's kind of like, what the fuck, dude? There's one person in particular, hasn't RSVP'd, hasn't told me dick, and then one day just texts me out of the blue about some random thing about their cousin. And I'm like, what? Like, you can text me about this, but you can't tell me if you're going to my wedding?
Deaf.
Yeah.
Yikes. It's funny because I think about this sometimes with my wedding, and I think about like the lineup of my girls and the lineup of like Gabe's guys, and even just knowing like who's still close to each other is so interesting. And I remember I had So Gabe's best friend was this Russian guy, Emil, who I loved. And he's now married to and has like a baby with this girl, Alejandra, who was in my wedding line. But I felt like when I cheated on Gabe and everything like fell apart, there was this weird energy of like, oh, finally, Sylvia's like out of the way.
Yeah.
Because I was like friends with everybody and everybody loved me because I'm cool as fuck. And they would always argue. They were that couple where like everywhere we went, they would fight and whatever. So I was like the chill, cool girl of the group. And you could tell she wanted that so bad. Like she wanted the same relationship with all the guys that I had, but you can't have that when you're like the problematic one. And so as soon as like everything happened, I didn't have a single time that she reached out. Are you okay? Gabe left me on that island. And I thought that was always super interesting. I wasn't surprised, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But then like you look back and you're like, why the fuck did I make you part of my wedding?
Yeah.
Like that's so silly.
Yeah.
Like it is really interesting. Hindsight is so 2020 sometimes with shit like that.
Yeah, it is really interesting. And I think that that's something that Mario and I put a lot of thought into is like when we were choosing like the padrinos and like our bridesmaids, my bridesmaids and like groomsmen, you know,
these are people you're secure
it's
about.
like, it's
sure.
just like people that I've heard more times than not. People tell me like I don't even talk to people that were at my wedding.
Yeah.
And that is just like is crazy to me because like
Yeah, it is.
like how did you share such a big moment with this person? Like at the end of the day, like that person also a lot of expenses and like a lot of things go into being in somebody's wedding, you know?
Yeah.
And then you having that person be with you during this time and then you guys just don't talk anymore like that just
Crazy.
like is crazy. But I do also this wedding has also shown me that like anything can happen at
you're like,
any
it's
moment.
not that crazy.
You know? So I'm like, well, actually, like it's really not that crazy to like see. But I mean, luckily we're still friends with everybody in our wedding and they've been extremely supportive. I mean, I think that our like close family and friends have been very supportive, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely some people that it's like, damn, like,
Just want to shake you a little
yeah,
bit.
like,
Yeah.
can you?
Yeah.
Oh no! See, oh no! Jesus, remind me when you're editing this.
No, I'm gonna send it to him right now because he's never gonna.
Yeah.
He's never gonna remind us.
Oh, speaking of Jesus, guys, we're gonna address the.
Are we gonna?
address the elephant
that's missing in the room.
Yeah. Jesus has stepped down from being a co-host of the podcast. I did get a lot of DMs asking for the drama. Guys, there's no drama. Sorry to disappoint you, but
We're pretty drama free in this life.
We're pretty drama free.
Unless you didn't RSVP to my wedding, then we're not.
Yeah,
Then we got beef.
then tune into Brown Bag in the mornings because there might be some desahogamiento ahí.
Oh my god.
But anyways, no, Jesus did not. We did not unfriend Jesus, and Jesus did not unfriend us.
He's still in the wedding.
He's still in the wedding. He's still one of my groomsmen. He's still editing the podcast. It's just, you know, sometimes you have a lot of, or you have different priorities in life and different responsibilities, and being on a podcast is difficult, guys. Like at the end of the day, it's like creating content is not as easy as we make it seem on socials. Socials is a very glamorous place to say, like,
It's,
for the lack of words.
I feel like it's a very curated way to look at anybody, anything, and any entity.
It is.
And it shows you all the easy breezy, like good parts.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah. And of course, like I'm 100% guilty of this. We only show the best parts of the podcast.
Of course.
We only show the cool things that, you know, we're a part of and events that
And in
we've
my
been
case,
able to
I'm just
collaborate.
really that cool.
and content creating is hard, and it does take up a lot of your time. Like, you guys listen to us for an hour 30 max, but like realistically, like we're here at the house for a solid 3 to 4 hours sometimes, either recording, eating, like pausing, going to the
Always
bathroom,
eating. Family
always
dinners.
eating, yeah. Coming up with topics, you know, and then now that we're growing a little bit more and the brand is elevating, we are getting invited to a lot more events and networking with a lot more like bigger networking events, I should say.
Yeah, the pace is picking up.
The pace is picking up.
Oh
and,
yeah, brother.
and thanks to all of you guys for like tuning in and resharing and doing what you do as the listeners. Obviously, none of this would not be possible without you guys. But because of that, I mean, it does take a toll, you know, and especially with relationships or personal relationships, I'm very lucky that Paulina kind of got dragged into this and she hasn't quit, because if she wasn't, then I don't know, honestly.
We're out here.
In all honesty, I really don't think the podcast would be where it's at, or I more than likely probably wouldn't have continued with the podcast if Paulina wasn't on, because realistically it does take up so much of my time that it digs into our personal time. We have to curate our relationship, and I have to tend to that. That's a living, breathing relationship that I need to be present in. So with that said, and not saying anything more, is just, being a podcaster and a content creator just takes up a lot of your personal time. And no, there is no drama, guys. But with that being said, Geezuss is still behind the scenes. He's still editing. He's still very much in tune with the podcast. But yeah,
he is also the person you started this podcast with. So
yeah,
he'll always have that space.
Geezuss is, he has deep roots into Vive con Huevos.
I wasn't here for episode 1.
Wasn't. No, she wasn't. No. And
Just one.
And there was a lot of there's a term for this, like burner episodes, like that didn't air. Like we were just testing out like equipment and like the settings and things like that, lighting. That Geezuss was a part of. Like Geezuss will always have a part in Vive con Huevos. It's just being front camera facing takes a lot of time and energy. And
pilot episodes,
thank you. That were filmed that probably will never see the light of day. But it is what it is. I started with Geezuss, and Geezuss is still part of it. He is deep rooted into Vive con Huevos, and that's pretty much it.
Geezuss is with us always.
Jesús siempre está con... And this is coming from the non-religious person.
I love it.
But anyways, are we okay with the wedding topic?
Yeah, let's
what's
just.
what's
that
the
was
barbecue
your topic, and then
what's your backyard barbecue beef?
There was a family member.
Oh God.
That is dating somebody, but this somebody is...
Oh no, that wasn't the backyard. That was the backyard barbecue.
Well, it was kind of like a.
We got two
I guess we got a couple.
Or maybe I'm just understanding it differently. This is my understanding of the backyard, the backyard wedding. Was that I have a family member that is dating somebody or was dating somebody. I really don't know. I never know with him. But that person that he is dating is also in a relationship.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know where they got this idea from, because weddings are fucking expensive. He's like, okay, yeah, I'm down to go. I gave him a +1 because I didn't want him to feel awkward. And I know he always has a significant other. And then he's like, okay, I want to go with her, but I'm also going to take one of her friends because she can't travel with me, obviously, because she's in a relationship. So she has to say that I am traveling to Oaxaca with my friend. So, and I was like, wait, hold up.
Oh
I was
dear.
like, no, big dog, that's a no. Like, first of all, I don't even know this other person. I don't mucho menos conozco la otra persona, and that's $400 almost basically on 3 plates. Porque
Like,
son 3 días, you know.
Yeah, he wanted the friend to come to the wedding.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, that was my reaction.
hold her up in the hotel room. Why does that have to do with? What does that got to do with me?
So
because it all falls under the like Latino belief of like everyone's included.
yeah,
Everyone should be invited.
That was kind of like my,
Including the side piece's best friend.
Yeah.
so that's
No,
where
my guy.
So that's where I was like, okay, maybe this is my understanding of backyard wedding, because he's not the fanciest person in the world, so the weddings he goes to aren't all that elaborate. It is what it is. So, in my understanding, he just thought, oh, it's just gonna be a wedding in Oaxaca, and I'm just gonna invite whoever the fuck I want to show up with. I was like, no, my
He's
guy.
imagining the set of Nacho Libre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. So like we actually did have to like, set boundaries with people when we were inviting
and you
them.
gotta check
where it was like,
what he's wearing.
well, that was another thing where it was like, just letting you know,
Like, what do you think this
it's,
is?
And
it's black tie optional, formal.
He would be the one person to show up in his nice jeans and a button up.
We all have one of those.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like there was other instances where like people that hadn't RSVP'd, like family members kept telling us like, if they show up, then they could just like hang around. But it's like, well, no, that's not how. Like, no, I'm not just gonna have somebody like standing. Like, we need to make sure we have a chair for this person. What
the fucking no kids? Si dice no niños, es no niños.
Oh no.
Oh,
I mean, we can get into that one if you want to.
Let's go.
Yo, we had
Let's
so
go.
many
No
topics lined up
means
for you guys.
no.
You guys think this is me though? It's him.
I have it's because guys,
Yeah.
my whole day I have to like just let my emotions kind of just sink in. So this is realistically
This is the Crashout episode. Let's go. Who's trying to bring their little esquinkles?
Yeah, this one.
Do I need to talk to him?
Just funny. And not funny. It was just like, oh, we actually do have to have this conversation because it was the first time it came up. Like, it was understood. Okay, we're also gonna backtrack. I put this shit on the website 3 times in English and in Spanish, so 6 times if you know both languages. Because I was like,
oh shit, I don't think that's in your sabo.
Because I was like, no, like I need to put it on the website in multiple places because I don't want anybody to come back to be like, I didn't see it, right? And even my mom was like the queen of like cover your bases. But even my mom was like, why'd you put it on so many times? And I was like, because people need to know.
Because I'm serious.
So it's like,
as fuck.
on the where you RSVP, it says it. There's an FAQ area on the website that says it. And I put it somewhere else. I don't remember where. But it's like, it's on there if you look for it, right? And so, I mean, luckily we hadn't had like anything come up. Like there was people asking like, oh, is there going to be kids? But not like, oh, can I bring my kid? Just like, is there going to be kids? And so normally when you say no, they understand like, okay, it's a no kids wedding. And I mean, there's going to be 3 kids, right? Our nieces, Hannah and Maya, and then my other niece, Samara, which is 9. So she's she's on the older end.
Yeah.
And las tres son súper bien portadas.
But
and
they're also
immediate family members.
They're close to you, yeah.
We have an immediate relationship with them. Like we see them often.
Yeah.
Like they're also Mario's sister's daughters. Like that is, it's big. It's truly an immediate family member. There was 2 other kids invited, which are Gabe and Carla's kids, because I argue that they're like the closest to my niece and nephew that I'll get, right?
Yeah.
So but Gabe and Carla decided that they didn't want to take their kids. Also, I gave them the option. I was like, if you guys don't want to, again, you don't have to, because I understand that weddings normally aren't for kids.
Yeah.
But the kids are
even
invited.
our compadres were like, hell no, we ain't taking our damn kids. They're like, this is a mommy and daddy trip.
These were all conversations that we had like at the beginning when we were trying to figure out if we were gonna do kids or not, because again, like that's also our godson, and I was like, well, like am I gonna be in 20 years from now, am I gonna be okay with like the fact that I didn't have my godson at my wedding? Like it was just like little conversations that we had to have. And so eventually, yes, we came down to weddings aren't for kids. It's not enjoyable for anybody, the parent, the kid, the people around them, if like the kid is not having a good time, and it's just such an expensive day for like
to worry about that.
Yeah,
exactly.
And most everybody understood. Like our compadres were like, no, hell no. Like we need a week off.
Yeah.
Like we want to go
like,
party.
we don't want to be mom and dad.
Most
that
adults
day.
are like, say less.
Yeah. And most of our bigger friend group was like, well, the ones that have kids, they're like, no, like we don't have to want to worry about the kids. It's going to be such a long day.
Traveling with kids is annoying.
Or also they just
it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's different.
And
it's
also
just
they
not
wanted to get their lick
travel.
on. They wanted to get a little feisty and drunk and have a good time, and not
which
have
is
to,
what we want for them too.
And not have to worry about like, oh, tengo que llevar al niño, or the babysitter's calling
I really
us.
want to say cock.
Get that cock, sis. Get that cock.
Exactly.
Le coq. Like when we went there, like when I first told my dad, I was like, we're going to this spot called Le Coq.
One in La Jolla.
Yeah, the one in La Jolla, which is actually really good, guys.
You said that the butter was good, right?
He liked it.
Enjoyed
I
the
didn't
butter.
like it.
I really enjoyed the butter.
It's
My guy.
chicken flavored.
Yeah, but it had the little crispies in it. Oh, I dream about that butter.
Nice.
I like the normal butter. Anyways, back to the kids.
Yeah, but so and then we had another instance where someone who we had to chase down for an RSVP then later was like, oh yeah, I'm waiting for my visa for my family, for my husband and my child. And I was like, well,
You're like, ¿por qué necesitas eso?
yeah. And I had and she didn't. Okay, this is where things kind of got to me. I messaged them and I was like, hey, like, a tu madre, listen, nomás te recuerdo que pues la boda es no niños. You know, and I kind of had like an argument with my mom. Not a super big argument, but it was just kind of like, if I didn't make the exception for kids that I see
On the day.
All the time.
yeah, almost on a daily basis, I don't even know this damn kid. Or this person really realistically that I haven't seen in like, I don't know, maybe like 12
Obviously,
plus
this
years.
is extended family.
Yeah. Whatever. No se hizo un desmadre. No se hizo un show. Like, no se hizo drama. Honestly, everything was very cordial.
Best case scenario.
Yeah. But then I sent them that message and I got shit back. Like, no like, no thumbs up. No, ay, gracias. Like, lo siento, or I'll let you know. Yeah. It was.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just baffles me, and I think it baffles me because I think I speak for Mario because I don't think he's like this either. But like, I'm not one to want to inconvenience people, right? Like,
Yeah.
I want to make the other person's life as easy as possible, especially when it's something big like this.
Yeah.
Obviously, if like the inconvenience is needed, then the inconvenience is
You're
needed.
also one of the chillest people I've ever known. So I think you got to stop expecting other people to be like you.
No, yes,
Sincere
agreed,
advice.
agreed. But it's not even like, yeah, okay, I do agree with that. But it's not even that. Like, it's not like I expect everybody to act the way that I do, you know? But it's just crazy to me that if it's
I agree with you.
somewhere and like it's been made clear, like, why do you still gotta overstep that boundary? Like, why do you gotta push the boundary when it's somebody else's big day?
Like, you know damn well.
Yeah.
It says it in 3 different motherfucking places on that website.
It was funny because I was talking to like some clients about this situation, because like a lot of our clients, like, they've known me for years, right? So like they're like, oh, we can't wait to see like your videos, because most of my clients have me added on Vive con Huevos, so they're like,
Hell
we can't
yeah.
wait to see everything and things like that. And then we're
What's
like,
up, you guys?
like the whole invitation and kids thing happened, and then I kind of told them too. I was like, in all honesty, sometimes I understand, because Pao and I also are like the last ones in our friend group to kind of get married, and mostly everybody has kids now.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, but then again, mostly everybody understood the assignment, so it's just kind of like,
Yeah.
Well, they all did.
yeah. I'm talking
Well,
mostly,
yeah.
the 1 or 2 people. You
You're
know?
right. Yeah, mostly.
Yeah.
But like the importanter ones understood what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
And then it was just kind of like, dude, what the, like, where in your right mind? Like, I just don't know. It's just that overstepping thing, you know?
Yeah.
And I try to be a chill person sometimes too.
Yeah.
I try to be very understanding, and for most people, you know, everyone's going through their shit. You know, I try to put myself in people's shoes and understand where they're trying to come from and everything. But at the same time, it's just kind of like, I don't try to overstep.
Yeah.
You know, I am the last person to try to overstep. I hate confrontation. I hate being put in a place where I have to be confronted or I have to confront. It's just not me, you know. I'm that goofy meme.
Silvia's ready to
Yeah.
fight.
You can unleash me on anybody you want.
And you know,
I'm gonna
I
need
can
your
take
services
over
the
the
day of the wedding.
I can take over the guest list now if you want.
so, but yeah.
No, well, luckily, I mean, I know that we just spent the last probably 40 minutes venting about things for the wedding.
it
But
has been actually 40
Yeah.
minutes.
luckily, we haven't had a lot of those situations. You
Yeah.
know, like we were talking about it the other day, and even you were like, I feel like your wedding planning process has been like the chillest
Yeah,
process.
it's a breeze.
Like,
It's been
so
mostly good. Yeah.
I feel like that's why any minor inconvenience has been a really big
Yeah.
inconvenience, because we
Like,
haven't
¿qué pedo?
had inconveniences.
Yeah, we've actually like had this conversation, and I've told my clients too, like plenty of times. Like, shout out to Marisa and their whole group. It's like Pao hasn't felt like she's lifted a finger up until like recently with this whole RSVP thing.
Yeah.
If she feels like she hasn't lifted a finger, God fucking knows I haven't done shit.
I
for
keep seeing
fuck.
TikToks that it's
Yeah.
like, how to not be stressed for a wedding, be the husband. It's just like the guy on the phone or something.
But then it's like Pao has had like Pinterest boards for as long as I've
Yeah.
met her, you know. I've known
Yeah.
her, I digo, and it's kind of like her and I have a similar style. Like, I'm not very extravagant. I just want really good music. Y una buena pelota. That's all I really give a fuck about. So everything was just pretty straightforward. Like, our whole wedding planning has been very Easy.
breezy, cover girl.
Beautiful. Cover girl. Come on, man.
Oh, sorry.
Come on. You want that brand deal or not?
No, I was just saying the little tongue.
So it's been a very easy process. I had to give my my hats off for our coordinators. They've done amazing. Valeria has like put up with a bunch of the stupidest shit that I've said and wanted. Today I was like, hey, can we get to, can I say this?
Yeah.
Should I say it? I was like, wait, Valeria, but out of nowhere, like se me ocurrió
We
algo.
hadn't talked to her all week.
We hadn't talked to her all week. And I sent her a message. Oye, Valeria, por pura casualidad, ¿crees que podemos conseguir mandiles del Oxxo? And she just laughs.
That's all she did.
I love it.
Yeah, but anyways, that's enough wedding talk.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for the rant, guys. For those of you
We love you all. Even the ones that
Can't wait to see you in a month.
I hope you fucking enjoy this party.
Yeah, for those of you who have gotten married and understand our pain, please put like cualquier anécdota or just...
Oh, we should do that.
Yeah.
After the
Yeah.
wedding, we
Yeah.
can have a comadreando episode of all wedding things.
Yeah, and if you haven't gotten married, this is your warning.
Just RSVP.
Just, yeah.
Or keep communication open.
yeah.
Or just have the fucking backyard wedding.
yeah.
Or if you don't want to deal with this, elope.
Elope. Yeah. But anyways, quick pause?
Yeah.
Jesus,
Yeah.
pause.
Y tan solo con el precio me has pagado. Vive con huevos, compa, lo que es. Que si una vez dije que...
And we're back. Welcome back, guys. So you guys, on a happier note, how was your bachelorette, baby?
It was a lot of fun. I actually had a lot of fun. I thought it was like the perfect balance between like relaxing and party, because even
Can
the party
confirm.
wasn't that crazy. You
Yeah.
know, like it was bow party, like the perfect bow
Just
level
chill.
party. Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, like there's zero complaints. I thought everybody like vibed really well. Everybody
Yeah.
got along super
Everybody
super
was on
good.
their best behavior.
Everybody was definitely on their best behavior. Like not one moment of like
Yeah.
discomfort or like anything, you know, like it was like
It was great.
Yeah, it was not surprisingly. Like I know my friends and I knew it was gonna be a good time, but you still always like
You just never
like, you
know.
never
That's
know.
a big group to travel
was-
with.
it's a lot of
people
girls.
that don't know each other
Yeah.
well too. Like, or the people that, like for me, for example, I know I'm super chill, but like coming into that situation, I don't know some of those people really
Yeah.
well. So I was pleasantly surprised that it was just like todo fluyó really nicely.
Hey, good.
Yeah, it was
Makes me
great.
happy.
Como el agua, puro flow.
Yes, mucha agua ese fin de semana.
Como el agua, bro.
I know you gotta stop that.
That's because they're so good.
I know, but stop munching in people's ears.
The boat day was my favorite. I knew it was going to be going into it, and it was leaving.
That was a beautiful day. We saw a
was so
ton of
amazing.
dolphins.
Like dozens.
Like so many. Somebody at work was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Yeah, it was like 200 dolphins." It probably wasn't 200, but it was so many. It looked like 200.
There was easily
Look at all
like
those chickens.
look at all them chickens. It was beautiful.
It was.
I also feel like it was the perfect amount of everything. Like we got to go to the little pueblo and hang out, and then we got lots of sun time, which was perfect for the location. But it was like the perfect amount of like intimate moments and like just chilling on the boat. And
Yeah.
I was also just high on mushrooms and weed all
One thing I
weekend.
was really impressed with, like really, really impressed with, is that we were out the door pretty much on time every single day. Like there, like
when
were
we
like
were
a few
late, it
minutes.
wasn't our fault.
It was never
the
really our
fact
fault.
We underestimated like
taxi.
transportation being an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like we were out the door. Like if I would say like, okay, we have to leave at 11, like 11:06, we were out the door, which is like really good for a group of 9 girls.
That's pretty good for
And
you.
all Latinas.
and all Latinas. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say
sharing bathrooms.
That's pretty good for Silvia and Meli.
yeah. And I mean, truly,
'Cause sometimes-
everybody.
For context, guys, we got to tell Meli, which is Bao's best friend, and Celia, which is another Bao's best friend. But we got to tell homegirls, like if the meeting point is at 1 p.m., we realistically got to tell them, hey, we're meeting up at 11:30
at least.
and
At least.
and they would probably get there at 1.
Yeah.
or maybe a little bit later, if I'm being completely
I'm
honest.
avoiding eye contact with the camera.
It like stresses me out sometimes. It stresses me out because I am such a punctual person. Like
Yeah.
it's like it stresses me
I
out when
know.
I'm
Mario
not
is
on
very
time.
punctual, and that's the thing.
I'm
I used
punctual
to
when
not
it's work.
be when it's work.
That's it.
Yeah. Makes sense. I used to not
If
be
you're not paying me, fuck you.
I get there when I want. I do whatever I want.
I do whatever I want.
I'm just kidding.
I used to not be punctual, and I think Mario's like punctuality has rubbed off on me because now even I get like a little bit of anxiety when I'm like, running
that's
a little
good.
late. Yeah, I mean it's definitely like a good
Contágiame,
habit,
güey.
but it is really funny because I'll always look at like Meli or Celia's locations where we have plans, and I'm like, these bitches are still at home.
Yeah.
Like, where am I? I'm gonna leave for what?
I think to me a lot of the biggest thing about my punctuality, especially when it comes out to like having like going out with friends, is like I'm just so excited to hang out with my friends that like I want to like embrace
qué
every
bonito.
single moment with them.
That's
You know?
so cute.
Thanks.
Meanwhile, Celia's like, you get an hour
Yeah.
at best.
And,
You get what you get.
and like to me, and then especially because of work too, or like just in general, like I've always just been a very punctual person.
Yeah. No, you have always been a very
Yeah,
punctual
and like to
person.
me, it's just more of a like, no offense here, but it's like what makes my time more valuable, especially
Yeah.
when there's plans, you know. To like it just feels like a little like I'm sorry. So actually no, I'm not sorry. Fuck you, learn. Like it's just one of those like
Sorry.
you told me to be here at 1 and you're expecting people to be here at 1, or maybe it's just like my anxiety of like, are people going to show up? You know.
Well, to your point of like what makes my time more valuable. I had a teacher in college that if you were late to his class, he wouldn't let you in. Or like he'd let you walk in, and when you got to your seat, he'd tell you to leave. And like personally, I hated
shit.
that. Like I hate being like called out in front of like a group of people like that. But the first time he did it, everybody was like, "Oh shit!" Like
He's
in
real.
shock,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. And then that person left, and he gave like a whole speech about that, about how like what makes that person's time more valuable than the 30 people sitting in the class and
And
the
made it
teacher.
on time. Yeah.
Yeah, and so like
I'm not proud of this attribute. Just so everybody knows.
but
Sometimes I'm okay.
no, yeah, there are times where you
I'm
are very,
sweating.
very, very punctual.
I'm trying to get
It
I'm
just
trying to
depends
get a
on the
little bit better. I'm trying to get better at it when it comes to parties, because at parties, and especially when it's in somebody's home, I mean, realistically, you can kind of show up whenever, you know. But I just
Or a
had
little later,
yeah,
yeah.
or a little bit later.
I was the first one here for the backyard barbecue thing.
Oh,
You were,
yeah.
yeah, or like one of the first
Yeah.
ones, right?
I think I was
yeah.
second.
See,
First
yeah,
or
say-
second.
I think Ivana was the first
That's
one,
right.
yeah.
Nini was your first.
Yeah,
Ha!
you're right.
Thanks.
And because I remember
Yeah.
being like, oh shit,
Yeah.
I love it.
So
I
I'm
love
getting
it.
a little bit better with parties, but it still just kind of fills me up with anxiety of
Yeah.
like showing up late,
Yeah.
or like I don't know, people expect you to be there at a certain time, you know, or like they have all this shit ready, and it's just I don't know why it feels like I'm sure there's a
Because
lot.
it's polite. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sure
just
this-
something that was
yeah.
instilled
Yeah.
with you since you were little because of work, probably.
Yeah.
That you've just like kept that going, you know? And it is a really good attribute. I remember when we first started dating, I used to drive him crazy because when we would go to parties or
Yeah.
like go out, I was the last one there, first one out. Like I just didn't care to be there for like a long
Yeah.
time. And so we'd go out in TJ, and I was the one like rolling in at 1 a.m. Like I just didn't care to be there at 10 just because it was
Yeah.
free. Like I'll pay my cover, the fuck. Like, and he would like go crazy. He'd literally be like, "Are you kidding me?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like, why do we have to get there so early? You spend more money. You have to
spend more money.
You have to be social for longer. Or we'd go to like parties, and it'd be the same. Like, yeah, like the parties at 10. Okay, like we'll be there like 11:30, midnight. Like, you know.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "Okay, like I'm asleep by that time." And now I'm like, the earlier the better, so we can get out of there earlier.
My dog misses me.
Yep. But yeah, how the turntables.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. But anyway, sorry. I didn't want to
No, it's
take
okay.
the spotlight from.
I just got lectured. We were talking about a really fun trip.
This was supposed to be the fun part of
And
the
you
segment.
you were always one of the first ones to be ready.
I was.
Like I would
Nice.
walk out of the room and she was already like in the living room ready to go,
Yes.
or like grabbing like her things to be like almost ready.
Like
you
in
know,
Oaxaca,
but-
when we would have to like go out, I'd be like, I ain't forcing myself to get ready right now. There's 10 women in this house.
Yeah. But no, I think we did pretty good. We did. This was definitely Meli's call because at first I didn't push back because I didn't want it, but I pushed back a little because it was going to be an extra expense for everybody. So I was like, I don't know if people want to make this expense, but we got a personal chef for like breakfast and one of the dinners because we went out to dinner the other nights. And honestly, yeah, for those of you that watch Love Island, we literally had like our own villa going because it was amazing. We would wake up to toasty and chilaquiles and then fruit, like everything. All cut up and laid out.
The first day they put salt in our coffee, but it's okay.
What?
Oh yeah, they gave us the thing that was supposed to be sugar and it was salt, and they didn't have leche either. So it was just black coffee, and I like black coffee with sugar, so I was like. It tastes weird.
Something's off here.
This ain't it.
The next day, the lady comes back and I don't know which of the girls she's told.
Like, qué pena.
She's like, yeah.
Era sal.
Yo dije, ¿por qué me despreciaron mi café? Y cuando me voy dando cuenta que les di sal en lugar de azúcar, we were like, oh no.
Yeah.
But they were honestly,
they were incredible.
If you are going on a trip with a lot of people and are like staying at an Airbnb or something like it, the chef is definitely the move. It wasn't even that expensive. It got a little more expensive at the end because we had him bring like a couple bottles and stuff. So obviously we had to pay for those. But before we asked for all of those things,
even with the bottles,
it wasn't that bad. Yeah. But it was supposed to be like $140 for all 4 meals per person. I mean, which is like
for all 4 meals.
For all 4 meals,
well,
and one of them was a 5-course dinner.
Yeah, I mean, the 5-course dinner was amazing. By the way,
realistically, spending sometimes a little bit more.
I mean, every night that we went out to dinner, we were spending at least $100.
Yeah.
Like our cheapest dinner, I think, was $65 each, but that's because we had already given a deposit.
And you were in La Paz, and La Paz doesn't have like all inclusive, so it's like
no, you don't have all inclusive.
Realistically, you were gonna spend quite a bit of money going out.
Yeah. So definitely,
I still thought everything was pretty agreeable though, because we went out and ordered like a lot of plates. Like it still wasn't. None of the food to me was still expensive.
No, and hindsight. We were all like eating and drinking like freely. Like nobody was holding back on what they wanted to order to eat or to drink.
And everything
like,
was bomb.
People had multiple drinks at a time. You know, like it was like nobody was holding
3
back.
3-drink minimum.
Yeah, and I think everything was very realistic. It feels like all the girls felt that way. I mean, I really do hope they did. Like I obviously like never wanted it to be like this crazy expensive trip for everybody. You know. But I think we did a pretty good job at like all the things that we did. And I mean, Meli obviously helped so much. We were originally going to hire this group. So there's this group in Mexico called Bride Squad that helps you plan your bachelorette, but they only exist in the larger beaches. So like Puerto Vallarta, Cancun. I think they might do Los Cabos, but I don't remember. But they wouldn't do La Paz. So I found
they aren't Los Cabos, no? Didn't they help with Ozzy's batch? I know they usually do like bachelorette, but
I don't know. I don't remember. I've never been the one to communicate with them. It's always been Saraí.
Yeah.
So when I started looking around, I knew Bride Squad wouldn't do La Paz. And I found a different group that was very similar to Bride Squad, but the girl was like really inconsistent. She would like never answer my messages. Like I like felt like I was like having to continue looking for her. And one of the last conversations that we had, I was like, is this how it's gonna be like once I'm in La Paz? Like what if I need something or like I get somewhere and somebody's not like the person's not there? Or you
give them the deposit.
Or I give them the deposit, And then what did it for me was that I messaged them like I had messaged them what I wanted and like the boat that I wanted, and then she never messaged me back. So when I followed up, then she told me that the boat I wanted wasn't available, and she sent me like a picture of the boat that she wanted to put us on. And I had like a moment because I was like, I'm not trying to be like this spoiled bitch, but like, what the fuck? Like nada que ver con lo que yo había escogido, you know? So it was just like, so I sent it to Meli, and I was like, look, like if this is what works, this is what works. Like I'm not like. I'm not gonna do the boat day because this is the boat they're offering, but also like, do you think we could find something better? And Meli was like, yeah, bitch, what the fuck? No, we're not doing that. And I was like, okay, thank you. I was like, because it's really not the boat I want. And then so all that to say is that Meli like ended up.
Meli is Bao's friend, guys. I don't know. Did we say that already?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's been on the podcast, so if you haven't been here this long,
if you don't know La Jefa, you better recognize.
Meli was also like episode 5.
No, she was a little further
Was she?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's because sometimes we talk on this
But
podcast.
you just said Meli is
Oh
Pau's
yeah, I
best
did.
friend.
My bad. It's because sometimes we talk. Like I'm super guilty of this too. Like sometimes I talk. Like obviously it's us three, but like sometimes the listeners don't know who the hell we're talking about.
Well, yeah, but they know my friend.
Yes,
I'm talking about Meli. She's my maid of honor too.
Pau's friend.
My best friend, in case you guys didn't
Meli.
catch that. Maid of honor. So she's really the one that like found the boat and like reached out to the company. She's the one that found the chef. So yeah, she definitely helped a lot with the
Bride
planning
Squad who?
process. Yeah, literally. But yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah.
It was very you.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was the right amount of like hype, chill, fun, sweet. Like yeah.
It was great. We had one night. We went out one of the nights, and I had originally made a reservation like on the rooftop. And when we got there, they like wanted us to stand in like this area that was very
Just like at
uncomfortable.
high top tables, no chairs.
And it was like 8 of us, right? And well, we all like to sit. So I was like, this is going to be an
especially in
issue.
the heels and the dresses we were in. That was like the night we like dressed up. Yeah.
But I had messaged them to
Damn,
make.
they didn't even have like high bar stools or anything like
No,
that.
No.
it was
Oh,
just
that's
Well,
annoying.
they did, but they were like reserved. But that was my argument. Was like I
reserved them.
I reserved for a space like this, and I was told I was gonna get a space.
Yeah.
You know, not just like they hadn't even put the table there. They were gonna bring the table to put it there. Yeah, it's very like nightclubby, and I was
Yeah.
like, I don't understand what's going on. This is a rooftop, like nada que
Yeah.
ver. Like the vibe is just not that right. And they were
And the service was weird up
Yeah.
there. Like they were just acting weird and like Dio hueva.
Yeah.
Like after a while you were just like,
The
I don't even want to be here.
The
Fuck
guy
you.
was like, sí, van a ser 34,000 pesos para una botella. So translation, about $1,500. And I was like,
Which
for
in anywhere in
bottle
Mexico is crazy.
in Mexico,
Yeah.
like that is crazy, right? But I think he just
Yeah.
said that to like get us off his back.
Yeah.
Or like if we paid for it, then he was like,
Like, he pockets whatever,
chingue.
yeah.
For sure.
Because there was like a specific area that I wanted, and he was like, "Oh, esas son para reservaciones del jefe," and I was like, "Oh, yeah, okay, whatever." And so at first I was like a little bothered by it because like I just didn't like how the whole thing went down, especially because when I made the reservation, I made sure that I did reserve an area because I knew that I wanted.
Which
an
is
area.
crazy because I feel like most people like clubs or like bars, they tend to cater a little bit more.
Accommodating.
Yeah.
And a group of 8 girls.
I was gonna
Like-
say, and
Yeah.
like I mean,
Silvia had her ass out. Like,
My titties were out too.
and that's the point that I was gonna make. Usually, when it's a group of all girls, they tend to accommodate that
Yeah.
a little bit more than a group of all
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
because it just looks better for the
Yeah.
gram, you know. So
Okay.
We looked hot as
but
shit.
wait. So then they take us downstairs, and honestly, like the minute that we get to the, because it's like different levels,
Yeah.
right? And so this is just happens to be like the rooftop area. So they take us one floor down, and like the minute that we get there, I was like, this is better. There was AC, and it was really
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
So like
It
I
was
didn't
like a
even
little
have
disco turntable place. Like
Yeah.
it was cute, actually.
I liked-
When we walked there 1st, I was like, "Wait, this is cute." And then we went
Yeah.
upstairs and las hicieron de pedo, and I was like, oh, "Thank God,
Yeah.
this is better anyway."
And I think we were all in agreement that it was better. Like I think at first everybody was like still trying to get us like up to the rooftop, but I was
Yeah.
like, no, I actually think this is fine. Like we'll be okay. And thank God that they ended up moving us downstairs. Like definitely
Oh, yeah.
a freaking blessing in disguise. Because aside from the fact that it was like sardines upstairs an hour later, like I understand. Once I went up to go to the bathroom, I understood what they were saying about the table that they were going to give us. It made sense because there was no way anybody was going to be sitting up there. Like,
Yeah,
not
it was
one
like
more person.
Basically, the dance floor is where those
Yeah.
tables were.
oh, that's annoying.
But
It's
they
kinda-
didn't
very annoying.
explain that,
It's kinda
right?
like-
It was empty when we got there.
Remember when we were in? Sorry,
No, go for
when we
it.
went to Cancun.
I
Right before COVID, or when I got
It was
COVID,
during-
and we were at that one club, and we asked for a table, but we were in the middle of the dance floor,
Oh yeah.
and they brought the
And they
table,
brought a
and they
table,
just
and they just
put
gave
it
it
in the
to us.
middle of the dance floor.
That's amazing. That's basically what that was.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
all I'm
If
imagining
we would
right
have
now.
gotten there 40 minutes later, we would have understood.
Yeah.
But because we got there and it was empty, I was like, I'm not understanding why they won't give me chairs. Like it's fucking empty up here. But
Right.
I guess I just like videos and pictures I had seen didn't show
wasn't
the
that, yeah.
vibe that it ended up being.
And it was honestly like the kids. It was just kids.
It was oh my God.
super young.
Kids.
Everybody was
Yeah.
drunk as fuck, packed like sardines. Like I'm personally very
The
happy with where
1500
we.
is crazy.
That's
It
crazy.
was crazy. Yeah. 34,000 pesos. And I
That's
was like,
wild.
for like a basic bottle, you know,
Yeah.
they weren't going to give you like a good
Yeah.
bottle, you know?
A refilled tequila bottle.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
half watered down.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was definitely a blessing in disguise. We went to the bathroom a couple of times, and each time I was like, dude, thank God that we're like downstairs and not up here. And it still ended up being a vibe. I think the only thing at the beginning that was like, okay, is that the music was very disco-y because they have like themes.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, okay, well, this is just the music that we're going to get tonight.
Yeah.
Like, no va a haber perreo, right? But then Carla ended up like becoming friends with the DJ and like a few other girls, and like they kept asking him to like play other songs, and he would like sprinkle them in,
Or he would do like a disco version of Bad Bunny.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It
So
was cute.
it was a vibe. Like it ended up being a lot of fun, and like there was like, even that like minor inconvenience was like, oh, it's fine.
We
you know?
forgot
Like,
all about
yeah,
it.
we forgot about it
yeah.
really fast. But it was at first I was like, oh, like que hueva lidiar con gente así. Like I just because we don't go out
Yeah.
like that anymore,
Yeah.
and I just like forget. And like I realistically like we could have pulled some moves and probably got in a space up there, but I was like, I just don't want to go through all
Well,
of
you
that.
kind of
know?
like at a certain
Yeah.
point, you kind of just like kind of let it go and you grow
Yeah,
up, you know?
exactly.
Because
Totally.
now seeing that situation, it would have been like 25-year-old me.
Yeah, I was about to-
de
yeah.
versión de mamón, güey,
Yeah.
de que no chingues, güey, de que
I was thinking that too. Like, well, we kept saying like, vamos, o sea,
pay you in
cuánto el
back.
consumo, whatever. But
Yeah.
that's when he came back with the 34,000. And like, I mean, realistically, like, yeah, like 3-4 years ago, I probably would have turned around and called someone and like
Yeah.
gotten the table that I wanted, you know. But I was like, I just don't even want to like go through all of that. It's
Dumb.
just not worth. Yeah, like
Makes
no,
no sense.
it's not
Yeah.
worth it. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Overall, I think the trip was great. I agree. There was like a balance of everything. It was exactly what I wanted. I was like really scared that, well, I had chosen La Paz initially because like there's no way they can like continue partying in La Paz because it is like it's La
It
Paz,
gets
so
quiet.
there's no like day clubs or like crazy nightclubs or anything. And that's why I was like, I know my friends and they're gonna ignore my wishes of like not wanting to go clubbing. So it was great that we didn't even have the option.
Yeah.
But-
It was also really sweet because I obviously am probably the newest one out of that group. So it was cool to like connect with everybody. But then I just noticed that like everybody enjoyed that trip so much because I feel like everybody needed that trip.
Yeah.
Everybody needed a break from their life, from their babies, from my big baby. Like everybody came together and like there were so many little pockets of like even Dani, who was like about to make this huge change in her life.
She
it
left
was
to
like
Barcelona that same night.
Yeah. It was just really cool to watch like all these women from different walks of life and different stages of their life just come together and like in peace for you. And just like, we're going to celebrate our bride. We're each going to enjoy this. And we each clearly needed that so bad for our own reasons.
Yeah.
And it was just really cool to watch that like just unfold and everybody settle in.
Yeah.
It was cool.
I agree. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
It's like, can't really describe it, you know? It was just like,
you had to
It
be
was
there.
sweet.
You had to be
It was
there.
really sweet. It was a lot of emotions too. Like, obviously we're girls, so like everybody had their little emotional talks and
Yeah.
there were tears and all kinds of stuff. But it was really, really sweet. It was a great trip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. One of like my favorite memories is when we were coming back on the boat. Like we were like, it was sunset, right? And so we were coming back and we had just seen the dolphins. Like we were on a high from the whole day and we were all definitely like had been drinking and smoking and all the things, right? So we were on a good one, but like on the like coming
bajón.
back down good one, you know?
Aterrizando,
Yeah.
And then
We were like floating.
yeah.
It was
Lady.
like a blissful moment.
Yeah,
You know, que
and
las
very.
soleadas.
Sí.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we
Bajando la
started
peda.
playing
Sí.
like old school, like
Shakira.
Shakira and Shakira, and like specifically when we were coming back into the dock, and like the sun was like setting perfectly, and it was
Yep.
one of my favorite Shakira songs, and I was like, oh, it's the perfect moment, and
was like a
everybody was singing
movie.
it. Yeah, it was like a movie because everybody was like singing it and dancing it. There's a video that will never get posted, but it's a beautiful video. It's a beautiful
yeah, we
video
all
for the
look crazy
memories.
as fuck.
Sign up to our Patreon.
But yeah, so yeah, it was
Yeah.
good times.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you guys had a good time.
Yeah, it came super
Thanks.
fast too. I think that hit me after where I was like, wait, like my bridal shower and my bachelorette are both over. Like
Yeah.
things that you plan for even before you're getting married. You know, like you think about these things where it's like, oh, when it's like my bridal shower, it's my bachelorette or like whatever. Like when you first proposed to me, it was like, holy shit, like, yeah, I had to plan a wedding, but I also have to do these things that I'm also looking forward to.
Yeah.
So it's just like crazy to think that they're like one and done.
happened.
Like they
Yeah.
happened and they're never gonna happen again.
Well, it's funny.
The bachelorette and the bridal shower were probably not a wedding if we ever get
Yeah, but
divorced.
I feel like you guys as a group, as the girls group, you guys do such a great job at like curating these moments and like actually going out there and like putting time aside for a girls trip or like, hey, let's do this. And like, and I feel like as the guys in the group were just so understanding of like, yeah, que se vayan, güey. You know?
Yeah.
You know, I'm very grateful like for our friends. Like I'm such a homebody too. Like as much as I love to be out, and yeah, my Instagram stories say different, but I love to be home. And I just love that you guys are able to like do that. And all the guys collectively no son celosos, no son tóxicos, or
and the other way around. Like even if and when you guys
and
do,
I think
it's
like some of I think all the girls are like, you guys need to go the fuck out. Because I think collectively all the guys too were super homebodies. Like we much rather prefer to drink at home and watch a UFC fight or just kind of just kick it and roast each other versus like really going out, you know? So it's like really nice to see that you guys actually do put time aside for yourselves realistically, you know?
Yeah. And I know we'll continue to.
Yeah.
Like it's not, you know, like we'll continue to have the girls trips, but it's just like different when it's
we
like
even
pure
had like a
bachelorette.
moment where we were like, we shouldn't wait for this occasion.
Yeah.
Like this can't just be
Like, why can't
because
we
of
just
this.
go?
Why can't we do this anytime?
I looked at flights to La Paz last weekend, and if we left on Saturday,
$140.
the next day, $140
Oh,
round trip.
Yeah, when we were with your
Yeah,
mom too, we
I
were looking at
wasn't
them.
joking. Like I really did look at them because I was like, wait, like if next week I just decide I want to go to La Paz, it's just gonna be $130 round trip. Like let's fucking go.
Yeah.
You don't even need a carry on at that point. You take everything in a bag.
Bikinis,
But it's funny that you say that it was like
dental
kind of
floss.
that it was a one and done. Yesterday, I went to a client's house that we hadn't seen in a year. So last year, when I saw her around this time, we had barely started getting like the wedding planning started, or like they had just
chosen
found
the
out
venue
that
or
they had just found out that I was engaged. So when I went to their house this year, they're like, "Oh, how's everything going? Like the wedding planning." I kind of like me desahogué con ellos también. I let them know about the whole RSVP thing. So I just let them have it, right?
Mario's having it with the RSVPs.
It's so stressful. And then she's my clients was like, "Oh yeah, that was like some of the most stressful parts for us too." And then I was like, "Yeah, but I think realistically, once this is all done, I was just gonna miss it."
I think I am.
Yeah.
There's
So
a
it's
such
funny
thing
that-
called the wedding blues.
So it's funny that you said that it was kind of just like a one and done.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think there was just so much like anticipation for these moments that now that it's over, it's just kind of like, oh
Sad.
shit. Yeah.
No, I do. I really do think I'm gonna go through like the wedding blues because
I think so too.
Yeah, because I love planning things as it is. Like even with like the Vive trip, I swear to you, like after we finished this conversation, I was like, maybe I should become like a travel agent. I was like sitting there trying to see what else I could do with my life.
We've had like so
I
much.
need a crew for Sylvia Sessions to plan retreats.
Yeah.
And then I
I'm
already
great.
have my content
I'm great at
manager
travel
over
research,
here.
honestly.
All I'm saying is this is a one-stop shop.
This is a one-stop shop.
You do need someone to handle your calendar though.
I'm actually hiring a personal assistant.
Oh yes, I fucking love this.
I am.
Nice.
By the end of
I
this
love
month, my
that.
friend Carissa, the one that's pregnant from Vive, and she moved back to
Oh, yeah.
Texas. So that's what she does. She's a personal assistant for people, and I'm hiring her until she has her baby, and then I might hire her again once she's like ready to come back.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm getting there, okay?
Yeah.
Damn, I'm late. My calendar sucks. Anything else?
I don't think your calendar sucks. Actually, I think you manage your time pretty well. She has a lot of things going on.
¿Qué más quieres, güey?
Anyways.
Say it now or forever hold your peace.
But I am down to help with the travel research because I really do think I do like a really good job at finding places because I
You
also
do.
like love to travel and get to see a little bit of like the trendy stuff, but I love to like travel as a local also.
Yeah.
So I really do look for like when we went to Italy, I remember I kept seeing a bunch of TikToks about different places, and then like when I would really look into them, like this is like a tourist trap or like this is just like for the content, and like everybody like in the comments we were like people in Italy would never go there, so I'm not gonna go there.
I
Like
feel
you know?
like that's why I low-key invited you guys, part of why I invited you guys to Oaxaca, because I just felt like you would appreciate it. Like I knew that experience with Asis, you guys would appreciate that.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's
And we've always said too, like one of my biggest things is like I want to travel more, but I want to travel as a local. Like I don't want to. Obviously, we're gonna stick out like sore thumbs. Like I hate those videos of like me in Mexico pretending to blend in. I was like, you look like a fucking sore thumb. My
you're
dude.
doing a terrible job.
Wherever you're not from, you stick out. You know, like people know.
Everyone around you is wearing jeans, and you're the only person in like 5-inch shorts, bro. Like you look like an American. Like chill the fuck out.
Yep.
Yes, but I like going to places where like maybe only the locals know, or like like the low key hole in the spots, or like you end up in a random ass bar that it's only locals, and those are dope as fuck. You know, because I mean, yeah, like you said, then you end up getting charged $1,300 for a bottle.
But sometimes the trending places are cool too. You know,
no,
and
I'm
like the
not-
places
I'm not
I
made
feel
for
like
tourists.
there's a good mix
Like some
when
of
you
the,
travel.
like some of the bars that CBA recommended in Oaxaca, the one with the naked statue lady that I wanted to steal. Selva, yeah, like that place is a tourist trap in theory, but
it's dope.
It's such a great
It's,
place.
it's I would say that a lot of places in Oaxaca, not that they're tourist traps, they're just like the
They're very
outcome of like of gentrification.
For sure.
Like
They're very
not
stylized,
your local bar.
yeah.
They're more of
Well, because
like,
the good local shit is like you go to the Pueblo and they take you to like the back of someone's house and you have a breakfast and that's not a legit restaurant. That's
Exactly.
just someone's house.
Yeah.
Like,
Which I would
but
still
when
be
you're in
down.
el centro, you're
That shit is
obviously
lit
gonna
too.
go.
Yeah,
Vas a ir a las cocinas
For
de autor.
sure.
Vas a ir a las barras con coctelería que ha ganado like top 50 in Mexico.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, it's different, and every place that you travel is different.
And I
you
feel
have
like
to
it depends on
understand
the city. Like Oaxaca, because it is the food capital of Mexico, I feel like you have to do both.
Yeah.
You do the stuff on the campo and then you do the really nice restaurants.
Yeah, because even that like small restaurant we went to go see Asís, like that was like on the side of the
random,
road.
on the
like,
side of the
like
road.
Yeah.
tacos that we fed
That
the
shit was
dog more
delicious.
than we ate.
Yeah, but they was pretty good.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. I feel like Berlin is a city that I like to use as an example because
That's where the club is that I was doing the other
Oh,
day.
the research, yeah.
We'll talk about it right
clubbing
talk
in
about it right
Berlin
now.
is the shit.
Oh my
I
God.
love Berlin, but the reason I like Berlin is because I feel like the touristy stuff, even though it's cheesy, like the double-decker buses, the city is really cool. You see
Yeah.
where the Berlin Wall was, the east and the west is still kind of pretty distinct. Like, I feel like the touristy shit works there. And then there's also the really grungy, like, warehouse underground club scene, which is dope. And so I feel like you have to do the local stuff, but then if you've never been there, like you have to do the historic, cheesy, like double-decker buses stuff.
I feel like that goes for a lot Europe, you know, like where you just
1,000%.
got to do it, and you do it for one day, and then you move on with your life.
Well, like when we went to estamos in España, and we wanted to go to like the
when I lost the ticket, the bus ticket.
no cuando fuimos al antro con el hermano de Isa, we were supposed to go to this club. But that whole night was just funny. So we ended up going to this club, but then era aniversario. So you needed an invite and you needed a ticket. So we get there. We obviously didn't know that. So we're waiting in line. And then next thing you know, well, we don't have the ticket. The bouncers are being douchebags. And then we get to the bouncer and then he's like, oh, this today's event is de los que nacieron del 96, ¿no?
Del 96 para
arriba.
So I was 2 years too old.
Yeah.
I couldn't get in.
So we
Nobody
couldn't
could get in. Yeah.
And then we were dressed pretty nice. They had already told us like in order to get into this club you had to dress pretty nice. The people behind us were like straight up American with t-shirt, jeans, stuff like that. The bouncer turns around and looks at the guy and goes, elegance.
And then tells them to get the fuck out.
And then tells them
but
to
it was
get the
so
fuck out.
funny. You're confusing. These were two different clubs because we went to La Santa first, and then we went to the club that didn't let us in.
Sí,
La
sí,
Santa
sí.
was the one that had the dress code anniversary party. But it was so funny because the guy would open the rope and like let you in, but he was like letting you out, but you didn't know that
Yeah,
until you were walking.
Yeah, it looked like he was-
So it was just funny watching everybody because they'd be like, oh, la, 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 and then they're like walking to the complete other side.
Because it happened to us. We
club.
thought we were getting let into the club, but no, it like guides you.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it
That's
was
me as a
really
bouncer.
funny.
But it's funny because then we stood there trying to figure out the next move, and you could see people kind of getting like flabbergasted. They're like, oh shit, we thought we were going in. But and then we ended up at some random ass bar, not bar, but like antro bar.
It was fun,
De mala
but,
muerte.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I'm like on Berlin TikTok for some reason, and I started seeing like all the warehouse like
They're so
techno clubs and stuff.
My favorite place to go clubbing.
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
where
it
I'm out
seems-
until
it's
4 in the
crazy
morning every
'cause-
single time.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, and it's like they're like 3 days, like they just never close. So if you wanted to be there from Friday to Monday, you can be, and it was just super crazy.
Isn't that funny? Because we were watching that video and we were like, I feel like the only person who can get into this club is
So
Silvia.
see, yeah, we did say that, yeah. Because there's one apparently that like the bouncer goes off vibes and like it doesn't like he knows like I guess it's just like it's called Burga. I don't know. I'll look it up. I have it saved. But essentially like there's TikToks and TikToks about people telling you what to do and what to wear for the bouncer to let you in. But there's also so many TikToks about how like it doesn't matter what you wear, it doesn't matter what you look like if the vibe your vibe doesn't show, your vibe doesn't show. I think that's why
I like it, because I go over there and soy bien morena, so a lot of the people I hang out with there, like all my friends in Germany are white as fuck, like white as a sheet of paper, and so I'll go in there, but I love German rap and German hip hop, and like that's my shit. So when I go to certain like hookah bars and lounges, that's what they play, and I know all the music, and so I'll be like singing, and you can tell that people are just like, "Who the fuck are you? like where did you come from?" I got into this really cool.
What?
She threw up.
Oh no.
It's on camera. It's because she's eating the toy.
One of the last clubs I went to in Berlin, there was like this incredible DJ that was there from Greece. Like I've never had a bad experience at the clubs in Berlin. They're just really fun.
Yeah, they seem to be. Now I'm like, now I want to go club. Now my goal is to get into this fucking club.
Let's go. I'll get you in.
Let's go.
But anyways, let's start wrapping things up.
I think we're over our time limit today.
Yeah, but before we start wrapping things up, I want to talk about the TikTok you saw.
Okay.
We'll end it with that.
This is how we're gonna end.
Yeah, we'll end it with that.
All right, I'm gonna play this TikTok for you guys, and I'm gonna let y'all see or no, not this one.
I truly hope this video divides the internet. So you're my bartender, and I order a Coke, and you say, okay, that Coke will be $3, and then I give you a 10, and I say keep 5. How much are you giving me back?
Okay. You order a Coke, right?
$3.
And I say it's $3. You give me a 10 and tell me keep 5. How much change should I give you back?
$5.
100%. I told you.
No.
Yes.
No.
Keep 5. 2 and tip. You're paying for the Coke 3.
That doesn't make sense.
Why the fuck would I give you $5 for something that costs $3?
I understand that
and
argument.
And it's a fucking Coke.
I understand that argument, but then be more specific with the way you tip. Then don't say keep 5, because yo bien mental, I would be like, okay, here's $2. Because like, okay, los tres, keep 5.
Because at that point, if you're gonna give me $2 back, just keep the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, some people are drunk sometimes. I don't know. Like that's not my problem.
What do you want me to say? Keep 5, as in 5 out of 10. That's 50%.
No,
I would like half of that money 50%.
Back. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And now you can save up to 50%. No. So, okay, this is the way I do it, or the way I would have handled that situation. I would have waited to get the change back and then give them the tip.
But that's
$2.
not what happened.
I agree.
Yeah.
But
the keep 5 to me means keep $5 tip. I understand who in the world would tip $5 for a $3 soda. I get that argument. I understand you. I understand that. But the way it's worded, it makes me feel like keep 5. Keep 5.
Yeah, 5 of the 10.
Keep 5. That doesn't make sense because you're already paying $3. You're not keeping the $5. You're not keeping the whole $5.
No, but it's because you're not actually keeping the $5. You're keeping the difference.
Oh, then say that. Say keep the difference or keep 2.
Because then you would keep the whole
thing.
Okay, but you see how you have to be a little bit more specific for that?
Well, yeah, keep the difference. You have to be more specific because if you say keep the difference, then you're keeping the $7.
So how is that different than not being specific with keep the 5?
I was specific. I said 5. I said you get 5.
Exactly, you get 5.
Keep the 5.
5 of the 10.
No. This is some
all right,
bullshit.
we need people to tap in because I had the same reaction Silvia had last night when this all happened. And I mean, he went through this spiral last night too. But
I was livid last night, and we were arguing about this as we were trying to go to sleep, and now I just couldn't fucking fall asleep. But no, it needs to be more specific. It needs to be, if it's keep 5. My understanding, yo bien mensa, it means keep $5.
That's why we
5.
don't have you behind the bar, my guy.
This is why I didn't pass math. But no, it just doesn't make sense. Or do you say keep $2 or $2 is your tip, or just fucking don't say anything and then give them the $2. You're going to get $2 back.
I think a normal person would do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Keep $2 or give the $2 once you get your change back. But what maybe he was, no, I guess he would always get $2 back because there's no way of giving. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, but I understood what he was saying.
I think this guy is stupid. Because who the fuck says keep 5?
Him and us.
This is the third thing on your list.
I'm just grabbing at whatever I can right now to stay in good graces.
No, it just doesn't make sense. I get your argument though. I get your argument.
It makes sense. You just don't like it.
Yeah. It does make
There's
sense.
a difference.
No, but mine makes sense too.
You're right.
Not mad.
All right, guys.
No. I'm right.
Tap in. Let us know what you think.
It
What
just-
should the guy have said? We also sent this to Jesus so he can put it in the video so that people see it. I know you threw up. We gotta go pick it up. Everybody on the camera can see it. That's gross.
Jesus, crop off her.
Oh, mira su carita.
But anyways, guys, let us know in the comments what you think. Please tell me I'm right. If you think
He's wrong.
If you think I'm wrong, then you're an idiot too.
Girls rule, boys
sandwich.
drool.
You're an idiot. No, I'm not. What's 5 plus 10? 21. All right, guys, we're going delusional. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. We hope you enjoyed it. Keep sharing, keep liking, keep telling everybody to subscribe so we can quit our day jobs and become full-time content creators. Because I'm tired of working. My back hurts. I am 33 years old. I shouldn't have back problems. I shouldn't have knee problems. Only problem I should have is 99 problems, and working shouldn't be one.
I just want to go back to unlimited PTO.
At least you guys have PTO, okay? I don't even got a sick day.
My job doesn't even know what PTO is. I just work all the time.
I get warnings.
But I get to also do whatever the fuck I want all the time.
I get warnings. If you get sick, then I'm gonna beat your ass.
Oh, sad.
But anyways, guys, como siempre, live your best life, fight your fears. At the end of the day, the only thing that you get are the things that you did not do. So vive con huevos, guys. We out of here. We love you. Peace.
Bye.